Okay, hi. We're going to talk briefly about domain question 6, establishing rules and procedures. So, domain question 6 talks mostly about the classroom environment. What's going on in your classroom, what are students doing, and how does it look? It's one of the rare domains that you can probably get feedback on every single observation, from a 7-minute walkthrough to a 47-minute formal. There will be opportunities for feedback. You might not get it every time, but it's an area where you could theoretically get feedback on every single time. There's 2 elements in here, elements 4 and 5. We're going to talk more deeply about each of those. Alright, so in domain question 6, the element number 4 is called establishing classroom procedures. The desired effect, now the desired effect is why do we have this element? Why is it so important? What are we wanting to see amongst the students? So the desired effect for this one is that students will know to follow rules and procedures. When you dive deeper into this specific element, it talks about how students should know the procedures for everything that's a routine that happens on a regular basis in your classroom. They should know the routine and procedure for working individually, whole group, moving around the classroom, small group. There should be routines and procedures for all of these. To make sure that you get the kind of feedback on this element that you want. You want to make sure you praise when it's happening, when students are following the rules, when they're doing right by it. That's how you show you're monitoring for it. So praise when it's happening and acknowledge and reteach if it's not happening. And then there's element number 5. Element number 5 is called organizing the physical layout of the classroom. And this is a really long desired effect that has 2 parts to it. The first part states that students have easy access to classroom materials. So this makes sure that the setup of your room is safe, it's orderly, it makes sense that you don't start class out with a bunch of students crammed in one spot, that you've really put some thought into the layout of your classroom. The second part is, I think, really crucial and what takes this element to the next level. And it reads, it starts off in an environment that focuses on communicating what is being taught and learned. And this has to do with your board configuration, the things you should have posted in your classroom. Do you have a learning goal and scale, and are they focused on what is being taught and learned right then? Do you have recent exemplary work, and is it recent? Is it focused on what is currently being taught and learned? Do you have recent data displayed for your students, and is it recent? Is it focused on what is being taught and learned? I know I repeated myself a lot there, but those are the things that that take when you're being observed on this particular element, from being a beginning or developing up to that applying and that innovating level. And that in a nutshell is domain question 6.